main projects will be through campaign posters, which will be presented throughout KNS. We're going to put them up on the walls when they're complete, and of course presenting the videos to one another and sharing their ideas and how they plan to be leaders. Here are some examples of some of the presentations that they're going to be doing. These are examples of manifestos for the political classes or TED Talk infographics that the students will be making during the classes. Hello, this is Sue, teacher from KNS, and today I'm going to tell you about the IB Winter Intensives for grades 5 and 6. So, first things first, the dates for these intensives will be on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 to 1 p.m. So, as you can see, there's a total of 11 sessions, 2-hour sessions on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And the first intensive that we have is for the 5th grade students, and I will be running this class. And the title of this class is 2057 Presidential Elections. So the main idea of this class is we'll be pulling ideas from different political campaigns and promises. And so we'll be looking at different types of government and seeing what type of leader students are interested in by understanding the process of an election and also understanding why we have elections in the first place. We'll be taking some real-life examples from the past and present to understand this. And the output that the students will be making is firstly presentations. So the students will be discussing their understanding and talking about various topics throughout the lessons. And other than presenting, they're also going to be doing discussions. So in groups, the students will be asked to talk to each other so that they can come up with different campaign promises and creating posters and videos for the students to watch and share. The last main projects will be through campaign posters, which will be presented throughout KNS. We're going to put them up on the walls when they're complete, and of course presenting the videos to one another and sharing their ideas and how they plan to be leaders. And to summarize all of these activities, we're going to be doing an activity report where students talk about the whole process from the beginning, where they acquire information about this topic, until the end, where they are able to present their own political campaigns. The 6th grade winter intensive is called Who's Ted and Why Does He Talk So Much? So if you're a student at KNS or you've watched any TED Talks online, you might be familiar with this. But we're going to be doing a class that is related to TED Talks, and that focuses on writing and delivering a speech. And this is going to be done by a Finn teacher at KNS Elementary Department. So what we're going to be doing in this class is the following. The first thing is we're going to, of course, be watching many TED Talks and not just analyzing the content, but also understanding things like body language. How does the speaker use their body language to emphasize their points, and what do they do to make sure that the audience is well engaged? Furthermore, we're going to be doing the whole process of writing their own speech. So as we mentioned, we're going to analyze other TED Talks, but we're going to try to encourage students to write their own TED Talk. And the whole process includes choosing a topic, researching the topic, and then learning how to structure an impactful speech, and then practicing how to speak with appropriate body language. And the topics will vary class to class, and we're going to do a mixture of nonfiction, experiments, opinions, and current events. So what is the overall creative outcome of this class? So they're, of course, going to be doing presentations. So the presentations could be the speeches themselves. So this is very similar to the 5th grade classes, but they're going to have experience coming up, speaking in front of their classmates and sharing their ideas, and of course discussion. So we're trying to encourage a lot of communication between students. So that means the students will get a chance to work in smaller groups and talk about their ideas, share their opinions and other interests. We're going to try to film these speeches for the students to have a record of them, which they can watch later on, which is a final outcome. So the writing and filming of the speeches. And as always, we're going to be doing an activity report where they write down the whole process that they underwent from the beginning of watching all of these TED Talks and analyzing them, learning about body language, to doing their own research and conducting their own TED Talk. So here are some examples of some of the presentations that they're going to be doing. These are based on the classes that we have at KNS already, but these are examples of manifestos for the political classes or TED Talk infographics that the students will be making during the classes. And of course, the students will be asked to watch TED Talks, and they'll also be doing some note-taking to help them structure and understand what they're learning in a more concise and written way. And the last image here is I have a picture of students working together, which we're going to try to encourage. So as you can see, these groups are much smaller, so groups of 3 or 4 to encourage them to all get an opportunity to speak. I hope to see you there. Thank you!